Morning, good morning, good morning. What's up, Mel, Teresa, Daffy, Green, Cam, Eric, Evis, King, Sandollar, Another Ninja. What's up, Jason? Good morning, good morning. Hello, beautiful people. That's good, man. Keep that positive energy. Need that 24/7. Tesla, Amazon, Nvidia, Apple. I just gave some vague levels today for the individual equities, but a pretty good in-depth plan for SPY. With vague levels again. Just kind of focused on the TA routine BB system. Good morning, E. Good morning, Chuck. The main levels we're kind of looking at from the rip, though, 448.78 and 451.21. These are kind of initial outside levels, and then you have further outside levels, 447s basically, and then above the 452s you have 453 to 454. A lot of 450s today, but good hold of pre-market so far. Good morning, Creator Trades. Alright guys, we got about 5 minutes till the market opens. Good morning, John. Good morning, Mighty. Let's see. Good morning, David. Good morning, team. Let's have a great 4-day week. That is right. It is only a 4-day week. Kind of sucks starting it on a Tuesday, but short week, whatever. Get it out of the way. There's also not that much news today, but there is more news during the week. So be careful for tomorrow. I'll, of course, read out the news here in a minute. Good morning, peoples. Good morning. Good morning, Spicy Pepper. Good morning, Jordan. What's up, Evis? The man, the myth, the legend. TLT in the golden pocket. Can we hold 93.92? Question mark. As you guys can see, I've already typed up my watch list. Feel free to drop your own levels or charts or updates either in here. Of course, you can drop your updates in here if you want. But if you have any charts or anything, outside of that you want to share, feel free to join the Discord. You can post in the trade floor or in the post charts channel. So have fun with that. I also posted some over this weekend. Maybe we can share those off right before the open. Got about 2 minutes left. Post charts channel. Here we go. Sorry, I was brain farting. So here's some charts I had posted already. I see Mr. Santana here already posted one. Good looks, man. Glad to see someone taking advantage. Tesla, I just posted just a genuine ticker with a chart link. This is the last one I posted for the night, so I was just chilling. Roku, I said it's looking froggy with the curl up and validation under 7650s, which I believe I put that at like this meat of this no, I know what it is. It's the open of this green candle. That's what it is, because that's like the high to the open of that candle, and that's like supply basically, which is support for this move. So under 7650, it's not super bullish anymore. But this has good risk reward towards 85, even 87 towards 90s if it can get past anything, which is basically aiming for this recent high. But if it can get past that recent high, it can make it to 87 or 90, as you can see. So I like Roku a little. Netflix is kind of like a both sides of the ball kind of thing. 449 to 455 needs to be broken and retested over or rejected for the next move, which again is a good move over this here, getting a good retest over it and seeing a continuation back to the recent highs. You have a huge gap there as well from the recent dip down, but a hold of 420 is crucial for larger move downs or holds. And guys, hold up, markets open. We'll go back over the rest of those here in a minute. Looks like daily updates also posted. ES paints a pretty clear picture for the day while looking at the daily chart. Yesterday's lows are going to be a key level for us as we have tested below and we are now pushing above pre-market. I would not be shocked to see a failure to go lower without drastic follow through today, leading to more of an early week range. While SPY futures are flat, VIX has a large gap up, which is something to keep note of and see how the price action works out. So for SPY futures, continued acceptance over 45.0725 can possibly lead towards upside targets of 45.19 and 45.2950. Downside, you can look back below that same exact level, 45.0725, and you can look for a potential test of 4500, which is potentially followed by 44.8175 and 44.63. Here on the SPY chart, you guys can already see all my plan typed out. Ready to go. Good morning to everybody, though. Sorry, I needed like a breather for a second. That was a lot of reading. What's up? Good morning, Sylvia. What's up, Leland? Good to see you, man. What's up, React? Good to see you as well. Also, the lower high spot on the higher time frame, so pretty crucial. Yeah, bigger time frames is really what a lot of people need to be focused on right now. That's why I was kind of reading that off too, because it was so important. I feel like too many people get stuck on this, and that's okay. It's totally fine if you're on the smaller time frames, scalping, day trade. That's totally fine. But I feel like when you do that too much, you do lose sight of what's actually happening here. And we're not saying this is going to be a lower high. We're just saying look out for a potential one. We're just saying it could happen. We're not saying turn to the biggest bear you've ever seen. But just good to kind of keep that stuff in mind. What we've done, what's ahead of us possibly. But yeah, looking for a move basically outside of this for a retest for larger moves down basically. If we can get a move over previous day close at 451.21, I'm going to just say 451.25 just to give yourself that psychological effect as well. That's what you're going to want to look over, and I do like that plan because this covers the pre-market, all of it. But two, I do like that we've had a dip, a higher low, and another higher low, and now it looks like we have a little bit of room above, and again, didn't break the previous day close, so a very clear level for a breakout. Yeah, how are you doing, Leland? That's a good question. He's free falling, man. He says tired. How was everyone this morning? How was everyone's longer weekend? Anything cool happen? Tesla looking strong right now. Yeah, Tesla looks good all the time. Tesla is one of the ones I sent last night as well. I think I sent this one. But I like them a lot as long as they hold these recent levels here. They kind of pushed above it, rejected, stayed above it, rejected, stayed above it, but they built a lot of consolidation in doing so. Held a reset candle, got to pump, kind of slowed down a little bit as they made it to a recent high finally after such a massive move, got a good aggressive pullback, still held that reset candle. So I kind of like them a lot as they hold this reset candle. If they can just continue holding this, we're looking good. One short thing I'd keep note of is a potential pullback that doesn't break above anything significant. Like if it just taps this, it just looks like a bearish retest or a short-term bearish retest. So keep that in mind too. You definitely want to try to get above this low here for short-term moves. But they are getting a nice fat green move right out of the open. 245 up to 248.50 is just about all in one move. Good looks. Netflix got a similar move. Meta went up, wick down, already got an aggressive pullback. Same for Google. Amazon broke yesterday at lows. That's not good. Microsoft in a really good spot. Good move by them. Still getting a lot of buyers on a lot of these bigger weights for the most part. Oops. Amazon's bleeding, complete opposites. Yeah. Good add-on. Good job, Creator Trades. Why that was important to anybody who doesn't know, why Creator Trade says complete opposites when he speaks about Amazon bleeding, because Amazon and Tesla belong to the same sector. These are the same exact sector. And they're doing the exact opposite. Good breakdown at Creator Trades. I guess I can just go to this chart. I always forget we make this. I personally don't use this when I make as many of my scalps. I really do just like going to one chart, but sometimes this has helped in the past few weeks, I won't lie. God, the zoom is shit on that. You kidding me? Maybe I'm just not used to staring at the 1 minute. You'd think after all this time it'd make sense. I guess just because it's really in this super tiny box, so it makes this even smaller, and it kind of throws your eyes off a little bit. Won't lie. Yeah, I'm just going to go back to this chart. At least we can go back to that here, and when we have more information, maybe right at the open we can just chill on one. Goodness, Tesla. Good morning. Hopefully everybody had a good weekend. Chuck said IWM and HD getting dogged. I like when the updates are short and funny. Damn, Tesla's still going. I just saw it was at over 2%. 252. That is insane. Insane move at the open for Tesla. Let me zoom that in more. Just saying, Tesla at the open. That is crazy. Netflix still going too. Microsoft, I'm not going to say still going, but it's still holding. AMD getting a little risky here. Let's mark that pre-market low. Let's mark that pre-market high. Mark that previous day close. Previous day high. Previous day supply. Yeah, that's really the area to watch, is this area right here. That's more of a minimal area here. But yeah, tapped pre-market low. We'll see if it comes back down. Got a buy reaction so far, but keep that AMD pre-market low on watch if it does break 108. I don't know if I like this break here, but I'd prefer a break of 109.79 to 110.06. But again, it's a little distance away now, so you need a little bit more movement for that. So I guess what you're looking for is really better information from these pre-market lows or new highs. I like that AMD chart a lot, though. Nice and tight. Oops. Nice pullback from the open. Didn't really break anything, but and again, nice pullback here in the first 10 minutes so far. Let's see what our weights are doing. Can I fit all this? Yes, I can. Wow, that's a first. So we'll just do this. We'll see what's up the most, what's down the most. So we have energy up the most. We kind of knew that. Talked about that earlier. Comms only slightly up. Everything else though red. Banks taking a nasty pullback at the open. Real estate. Tech is red, working their way towards being green. So that's a good sign that they're getting some more buy reaction out of that, especially out of that first 10-minute consolidation. Discretionaries through the floor. Utilities trying to push through the floor. Staples trying to push under previous day lows. You got sectors everywhere right now. And a big thing when that happens, though, is that you really just need to wait. That really just tells you that you need the dust to settle first. You need to see some information on your screen first. Then you can be like, oh, okay, guys, these sectors are clearly leading. This is the kind of day we're possibly having, you know, just need more information. Better intuition on what's possibly happening here. What's up, though? Drop your updates here or in the trade floor on Discord. Love to see what you guys are seeing. Good job, Leland. He said, nice scalp for me at the open. Got in at the break of the first 1 minute candles low, 130 to 2. Just chilling out to see what happens at previous day low. Looks good, looks good. This song is fire. Let me know, Namli. Is it too quiet, too loud? Let me know. Glad you like it, though. Tesla's still over 2.3%. SPY pulling back more in this third 5-minute candle. We can see we've already made it back to the, I guess you could say the higher low of pre-market is really what you're saying. I was going to say previous day low, but that works too. Previous day low, higher low of pre-market, either works. You can see we're still above a good area too. You have pre-market low still here, so it's not like it's completely out of the range, I guess you could say. Creator Trade said possible Amazon Lee test. Good looks, man. Good looks. I do like that a lot because we have a break of actual structure, a previous day low. So you draw your fib from here to here, and see, can we get a good rejection of that? And if not, you might have to look for that short-term retest of previous day low. Good looks though, Creator Trades. Very, very nice call out. Jacko watching Tesla cost and DE. Keep me informed, brother. I love your updates. I hope everyone sees you as an example, man, because you really have been posting really, really good, clean, just short and sweet updates. Again, we're not looking to be able to read a book to read someone's breakdown on something, but at the same time, it needs to have some meat to it. It needs to be able to have some context or some content in it. It's not just above this, below this. You don't want this, but you also don't want this. You just want it to have short and sweet. SPY pushing down a bit further. AMD still showing weakness. Good updates by Sandollar. And yeah, we wanted AMD under that 108. Good little short-term retest here of a bigger time frame level. That has to be an emerging candle if it's coming that far left. So really good rejection of a good level. A little inside of the range, 80% entry there. Getting a break of structure on that. See if 108s can hold for resistance for AMD. That looks good for shorts though. Microsoft looking heavier. Nvidia is at a good resistance of previous day close. You can see that right here. Apple, they got up to previous day lows. Also look like they're rejecting. Everything looks like it just wants a good short-term pullback with a little bit of room below on a lot of these charts, guys. So we'll see if they continue. We'll see if they push down to those recent lows and then hold. We'll see if they push higher after they hold that recent low and no break of structure happens on a lot of these charts. We'll see. Then you have charts like Tesla, very minimal, of course, but they're up and they have plenty of room. I mean, honestly, Tesla looks like it wants to keep going. And none of these charts have, broken anything. AMD is the only one that's actually broken pre-market low. If you go over here to Microsoft, they still have plenty of room below. Apple has plenty of room here. Which, again, their level is 187, not the pre-market low. You have a level so important, so close, you might as well just watch that one. So that's all I'm saying. You have a nice move up, and even with the pullback, you really could just continue to break out higher. And there's those buyers we're looking for. Popping up at that previous day low, popping up at that higher low of pre-market, whatever you want to call it. Oh, good stuff, Daffy. I was wondering when people were going to start posting some energy gains, because I was like, man, energy's pumping. And Daffy was the guy who was just spamming everybody about energy plays, and Misi was all over it too. So many good traders in here all over the energy sector. I didn't post it. It was all these guys. But Daffy did good. He got over 58% on that massive move. Holy, 260 was the contract selection. Insane job, Maddie. 112%. Oh, and here's that trade that Leland took that he talked about in the YouTube chat. See what he did here. So he likes the break of structure here. Again, of the open candle. He likes the retest of it. A good break and a retest here. And then he took profit at the recent low here. Didn't, again, not looking to take... Again, you can have runners here, but he took profit at the clearest level of support. I mean, it's like, don't ignore this level kind of level. So very good job taking profits. Good job there, Leland. Very, very nice. And good job, Daffy. Good job, Maddie. Very happy for y'all. Rambo also giving a fair update. My guys never lie. My guys always post the truth. There's no need to bullshit in here. We don't care about that kind of stuff. It's not about being right or wrong in my chat. It's about posting reasoning, being honest with yourself, everyone being, positive with each other, trying to work towards that. So, if you ever see someone being honest with themselves or to the chat or just putting themselves out there, give them some positive reinforcement. They might not show it, but trust me, they need it every time. It never makes sense when people add like clown emojis or weird stuff like that. Like, I just don't see the point. Like, let's just be nice to each other, guys. React. Yeah, I know Tesla's on legit fire. They might as well go up to like, 400 a share, right? Nah, but really good move from a good area of consolidation too. I was just showing people this on the bigger time frames earlier too. We were literally just going over this morning. I was showing people basically you just need to see them try to hold this Wix low, or this Wix high, sorry, and that'd be a good sign of potential reversal, but you don't want to see them end the day under this wick here. So, because then this basically tells you it's just a potential reset candle for more downside short term, but a hold of this support here can look very good for them. So we'll continue to monitor some basic levels on that. Whoops. Let's change the chart back. Nope, I don't want to do that. There we go. Back to SPY. We can see from the open a little bit of a pullback. We're at the previous day low, potential higher low of pre-market. Can we break pre-market low, get under these bigger area of potential demand, really? Can we get under that, break it, get a retest? Or are we going to hold this? Are we going to base, get a little bit more information first, and then we're going to see some moves, or what? But we'll see. These are the two bigger scenarios in front of us, both of which require more info. Going into work now, but gonna write up review, use that info from earlier in stream to help me through. Awesome, React. Can't wait to read it, man. Thank you for sharing, and good luck at work today, man. TLT 9411 needs to hold 93.92 golden pocket 65%. Good call out by Evis. We'll see. Do these buyers show up or do we break lower? Good morning, everyone, though. Glad to have you all here. Be sure to drop your own updates in here or in the trade floor or in the post charts channel of Discord. If you have access to a membership part of the Discord, you guys have the weekly scenarios PDF I sent yesterday. YouTube members as well. If you guys are just a YouTube member, you guys have that same information in that section or in your own server. So feel free to go check that out. But a PDF was posted on SPY levels, bigger and smaller time frame, breaking down what we want to see for either scenarios. Again, pointing out each side of the story, not just being biased. A legal drug dealer? Do you work at a pharmacy? I almost had to ask. Super clean. Thank you for that, boss. No problem, Mighty. Glad to have you in here. Oh, okay. A dispensary. That's pretty cool. Well, shit, man. Good luck at work. Try to have a positive mindset. Maybe it'll keep you busy, and then you'll be through your day without even knowing it. TLT buyers are stepping in at the 945 hammer candle, high volume. Can it hold? Question mark. Good post by Evis. Good follow up on that TLT chart. Love the updates, man. Short and sweet. That's what I was talking about. Good job, Mel. Looks like he also took a quick scalp. Again, in some of these plays, people aren't going to be able to type it out. You know, it's just going to be them posting their review showing, hey, I took this quick opportunity. Check this out. See what I can see. Maybe you can use it to your advantage for the future. But good post by Mel. Good follow-up post by Leland in the results channel. Results and review. Again, we don't call it losses and gains channel. It's results and review. Don't just post results. It's results and review. Always helps out. If you post gains or losses first and then later on in the day you do a bigger review in one post, awesome. That's totally fine. Or if you want to do a couple individual posts during the day, whatever. Again, the chat is be comfortable. That's really our one rule. Be comfortable. Y'all are not getting ads, correct? I am just requesting to see if that BS is turned off. Because I have it all turned off on my side, so y'all better not be getting ads. Okay, good. I was gonna be pissed if somebody's like, I'm still getting ads. Then if so, then that's legit YouTube, because I legit have that turned off. We ain't doing that BS around here. Look. Off. And then look, off. We're not doing that. I have YouTube Premium and I'm still getting ads. It really be like that, though. I have YouTube Premium on this account, but not on my account that's for my like iPad or my phone when I'm not logged into this one. And it'll throw me off sometimes. I'll like switch over from one to the other and I'm like, what the heck? I literally pay for YouTube Premium. I think you can even pay for YouTube Premium on one account, and if the emails are in each other's recovery emails or somehow connect, I forgot what it was. I think you can actually get a discount. I'm not sure though. There used to be a way, at least. Alright, no ads. Good. No trades so far, sitting cash until we get more information. Yeah, same here, David. I kind of like longs here, I won't lie. I like longs here with a very short stop loss there at 449.50. But could also just wait for better info to see if we do dip down to that pre-market low. But I'm starting to like the indecisiveness at that support. Really just looking to see, does pre-market low hold or not. Oh, nice, Leland. Well, it's probably because, well, I don't know if they're recent or not, but I know if they're really old, I know for a fact that if you just don't ever do anything with it, you can keep it that way. It's when you want to go edit things, it starts to make you want to update. Okay, old AF, yeah, okay, yeah. So they're like grandfathered in. That's good. Yeah, I used to have a channel like that, but I messed it up, man. Just don't do what I did, man. Don't go try to update anything. One of your channels blow up, you have to monetize it, and then it's like, oh crap, I gotta update everything. That'd be funny. No ads, B. Thank you, Misi. Guys, this dude Daffy is on fire. So he cut losses on ABBV. Alright, cool. Move on. Then he's like, I'm jumping in HAL, which is a chart he went over himself, but then I went over it a little bit in stream just because he covered it. But he liked it a lot, and it is pumping today, as you guys can see. 2.5% on the dot right now. And he posted this play. It was down a little bit at the beginning of it, but then ended up going up to 14% very quickly. And he says, do as you wish here. So probably not be updating it any further, but shit, 35%, that is an amazing move. There's no need to continue updating that. Now you can just chill or find another play. Who knows? HAL by Daffy. Way to bounce back. See, that's what I'm talking about. He took a loss on a swing, and instead of just like moving on from it and and just not trading or crying about it or being negative or being down on himself. He said, you know what, I'm going to go find another setup that I was looking at, and we'll see if that plays out. Took it. It's almost like he didn't even have that loss now. Good job, Daffy. Round of applause to you, man. Sorry if my shoulder just punched the mic. So Apple did get above previous day low for a second, already pulled back to the area of consolidation that they were at previously. AMD is still, again, kind of pulling away from the 108 pre-market low level. Again, this was the plan in the pre-market. So if you guys did take a play on that, this would be a great time to stop being greedy. You're already over $1 down from the pre-market low, and even without drawing a level, you can see you are nearing consolidation from the previous day low. So be very careful of short-term buyer reactions here from AMD. It could keep dumping down to 106, totally fine. But just keep that in mind that this is an area where it could slow up for a little bit, even if it does continue in that direction. But great job for anybody who took the open range breakout or the retest on that. Very happy to have covered that game plan together. Microsoft, even with its positive print this morning, back under today's open. Nvidia also back in that range. Amazon just kept going. They didn't care what Tesla was doing. It seems like they finally beat that battle, that tug of war. Tesla pulling back down. They're under 2% now. Meta rejecting. Netflix rejecting. All good levels, too. Looks like energy's still on fire. They're holding their highs. Look like they want more, actually. Cruise and travel names are taking a beating from the open. And guys, if you want to use me, I guess in a weird way, as a tool, please do. But if you go follow my X account, or Twitter if you're still calling it that. But if you go to my profile, I only actually subscribe to 3 pages. These guys, I love just kind of reading their updates. I actually do know who Jake is. He's pretty cool. This is just a big news page, and this is just an extra page I like to just kind of read through, really. I don't really follow any of the plays exactly, but it's nice to kind of see, or is your analysis in sync? Do you agree with some of the analysis? Because it's all price action based. It's never anything outside of that. But if you'd like to just go through my following, it's totally fine. But my feed is amazing. Again, not having all these annoying traders on my feed. Again, just kind of reading facts. Again, I'm just going over sometimes memes, of course, too. Definitely can't ever not laugh at memes. But definitely a good example of cutting out the noise. AMD just took me 38% gains on those put puppies. Good job, Sandollar. Put puppies on those poots. On Meta, puts currently up 10%. Let's see if the move follows through to 294. Good job, Alexis. I love the thinking. Love the thought process. And guys, it's been a little over 30 minutes. Let's check that 30-minute candle now. Zoom in. And it's just a nice pullback candle. Again, just holding above pre-market low. So again, a little bit of risk here, leaving room for buyers to possibly buy up from this into where they, fell through from. 450.25, they can make it back to today's open. They have the previous day close to look out for. But also, leaving the question open, can they just push through after a little bit more time? Can they push through pre-market low? Can they push through 448.70s? And if so, we can definitely get more pullback. So keep both sides of the story in mind, everybody. Here, we'll do this. We don't need to have both sides zoomed out like that. And be sure to share the stream around. Be sure to drop a like on the stream if you have enjoyed some of the updates this morning. We've gone over SPY a lot. We've gone over the weights, individual weights, sector weights. Went over an AMD game plan. Had a couple game plans on a couple charts. Just kind of throwing out ideas. Tesla is still holding over 2%, guys. Pretty nice. No new updates. Sorry, guys. I'm just kind of quiet because there's really nothing else happening on SPY, at least. We're just getting more buy reaction popping up. Energy still strong. Staples still being used for defense. Flight to safety sector. Comm slightly green, as you can see there. Healthcare slightly red. Nothing crazy. They got a nice move up just now. Real estate, financials, all got nice moves up. Tech got a nice move up. Everything else kind of just kept pulling back a little bit. A lot of your heavier weights are more indecisive. A lot of your smaller weights for SPY are just kind of moving everywhere. And AMD did end up dumping a little bit lower, but still, good thing that we talked about the potential buyer move popping up soon. There you go with that positive print. Nvidia rejecting previous day low, but they're still above pre-market low. So we'll see if that move ends up happening or not. Tesla is still defending the amazing strength from 246.50. If you grab a fib from where they broke out, which was the pre-market low, up to where they finally made a high and slowed down, they actually are still holding a good fib, the halfway point to the golden pocket. So they can still hold that. They can make a move to the high. If they can push through the high, then we could see a good push, a potential retest hold over 252s basically, which can make a potential move to 255. You also have 257.50 up above that, so keep all these levels in mind. And if the pullback does happen, of course, my bad, it will happen under this area here. So basically just watch 248.36. Google's still weak. Netflix still holding as well. Not really a good fib you could draw on that one unless you go from the previous day close up to that or the previous day high up to that. But really I'm just looking to see it hold the previous day highs. If you want to grab this all the way down to the open of that green candle, because if you go from the high of the day down to the open of the last green candle before the reversal, you get an area of potential supply, which you can see they broke that, hit the next level, showing seller signs, and now they're still in this area. So watch for a hold here or a potential lower high retest to bring this back down. Whoops. Said cost is breaking out to the upside. Good looks, Jack. Now you're still just getting some indecisive price action. Like I said, you'd probably get around that area for SPY. So just keep in mind, buyer reaction possibly coming. Could see a slowdown and just more information needed, really. Good call out there, Jack. Cost is moving higher. From a good area, too. Looks like your DE play ended up finally finishing that gap. Oh, it pretty much did it last week. Still, though, nice confirmation getting that extra move higher. Buyer stepping in still here. Nothing crazy, but still, the fact they're showing presence, ruining a lot of the seller momentum here. Definitely a cause to concern for bears. Perfect move up by Tesla there. Very clean. If only every chart was as clean as Tesla today. Apple looks really good. They got a lot of consolidation. Microsoft did push down a little bit more, but also pushing a green print. Nvidia basically watching to see if that low holds or not. And Netflix, potential Lee test here. I mean, not a bigger Lee test. It's not really a true break of structure. But from the high to this potential pullback here, they are testing a potential bearish retest here. And at a good bigger time frame level. That was another reason I really liked it. Was 446.70s. So you can keep that in mind for potential bearish retest for more downside. If you end up just getting a good hold of this area again. Possibly looking for more Netflix strength. You guys know as well as I how they like to rally on their own. But what updates do you guys have? Still seeing some good ones come out of Jack. Glad to have you guys in here, though. Thank you guys for all the info. Hey, there's those buyers on SPY. Like I said, I kind of liked that risk reward there just because of that potential higher low right here, but also lining up with the top of that old demand that we've not got to erase yet. Maybe we'll get to do that today. Also, you don't want to just be a seller that's trying to short here. You want to be a seller that gets a better position. So I bet there's a lot of sellers that were probably hoping for some buyers to show up at some point. They're like, no, let me get in. And then you got a bunch of buyers who are like, oh, we're at pre-market low. I love the risk reward here. So you got all kind of traders thinking different things right here. Let me go that 30-minute real quick. Yeah, just still holding that level. It's pretty much all we're focused on. 449.50s. Looks like Netflix is invalidating that move. I was going to say I saw the percent move up. Invalidating that move so far. Good hold over here can definitely lead to more strength by Netflix, especially with them being one of the few that were pushing like that from the open. Very good sign. Tesla popped a new high. We'll see if they can hold it. Oh, good job, Creator Trades. You got 25% on your Tesla, 80% entry. Good stuff, man. Round of applause to you. Let me go check that out and see just how crazy you are. Oh, okay. On the dip right here. That's right. Good looks, Creator. Looks like your Amazon 80% entry worked as well. You had talked about them being opposites. I remember you also talking about a potential breakdown happening. So good job on that, Creator. Round of applause, man. And like I said, you didn't even, you didn't take this one, but you took Tesla. Who cares, right? You analyzed one perfectly, and you traded the other one perfectly. And there were two different directions, but potentially, I mean, really the same trade, if you think about it. So that's really good. Good job, though, man. That's what I really like this year, just the clean trades, man. Those are always the best. Leland said, I need to stay disciplined today and not overtrade. 2 good scalps this morning, so I need to chill until I see an A+ Zinger setting. Yeah, man. I mean, give yourself till like lunchtime at least. Give yourself at least another hour and a half or 2 hours. I feel like you have at least that time. Not just to give yourself a refresher, but let the chart, give itself a refresher. Let it have some information on it, and then look for those, Zinger setups, like you just said, that have more structure to them. Again, if you go back over a lot of your best trades, Leland, all of them have structure. You always have really good scalps. We all know that. But a lot of your best, biggest trades always have structure. So I know for a fact if you just chill, and you have such comfort room now because you just took 2 amazing trades. Now you can just kind of relax. Creator trades as well. Love a good zinger. Y'all get me. SPY taking a new push lower. They are rejecting, and they are pushing lower under 449.50s, giving us a better break with better selling pressure popping up beforehand too. Not just getting a bunch of wicks and a bunch of indecisive trading and then a break. You got a better selling pressure candle and then a better break, making it down towards the pre-market low now. So now we'll see, can we make it past that, or are we going to stop here? And they're already wicking it again. Sandollar said, Spy, Bears trying to wrestle control away from the Bulls now. TJS said Apple's trying to make another move above previous day low. Good call out by TJS. And good update by Sandollar. Good short and sweet updates, guys. That's what I like to see. Yep, hammer is in place. Good emoji by Creator Trades, just posting a simple hammer. And what could this also be seen as short term? Again, I know it's not a good midterm or better base build here to give you this, but if this was to hold like this, that would be a good short term higher low. Again, they made their low, made that nasty move, nasty pullback, aggressively pulled it back up with the nice green wick now. If they were to hold it like that, that could be seen as a short term higher low. For scalpers, of course. But again, just getting a lot of wicks here, a lot of indecisive trading. Why do we think that is? Because it's very indecisive here. People don't know to be bullish or bearish here. That is a very good reason to be indecisive. You're at a very good support. So I'd say more bulls will show up here than bears until you see a break of this. You see a break of this, then you can start to look for more selling pressure to really pick up. That is essentially how supply and demand works. Again, you're going to get these nasty, weird moves, and people are going to be like, what is this? It's just simple supply and demand. Somebody clip that, if they can, that supply demand part real quick. If not, I'll just get it later. I just know somebody's going to ask about what I said about supply and demand. Wow, guys, y'all have got to see results in review. This is amazing. See, this is what I was talking about. I said if you want to post your gains and losses and then post a review later, that's totally fine. Look at what Mel just did, posting his review based on his trade. Good job, man. Also getting a big in-depth breakdown here by Leland and Peoples on their breakdown, basically on the SPY push lower. Deep also posting his trade. Was looking more of a move through my area of interest marked. I didn't get the best entry and the move ended up taking longer than expected. I kept writing myself notes as the trade developed. Once the move went in my direction a bit, I moved my stop loss even tighter. It went back, which is okay. Took a very small loss. Noticed I was in consolidation, sitting patient until the next opportunity. Deep, I love the mindset, man. Honestly, an amazing amount of information here. And I love that he said sitting patient. Great job, Deep. I'm keeping the fire emoji there. It isn't because people make money I add that. It's because you posted and you had good reasoning. Let's see what you did here, Creator. Oh, I was here for this. I already know what you did. He did the cleanest 80% entry on Tesla, and he didn't give himself credit here, but he also called out the Amazon breakdown as well. So he covered basically the entire discretionary sector this morning. Beautiful, beautiful trade here, Creator Trades. A good 80% entry. Nothing beats that, man. Seriously. Essentially, when you're buying the 80% entry, Creator, you're essentially buying the best part of the chart. You're basically beating everyone to the trade because you're essentially buying where people are indecisive. People don't know to be bullish or bearish somewhere. You know, where should you be bullish? At demand, at 80% entries. Golden pocket right at the 450 of the potential lead test Creator Trades is talking about. King Carnage. Hey, what'd you say about supply and demand? Just in case anybody missed, and please go back and clip that for me, please. The big thing that you're looking out for is basically you should see buyer moves from here until proven otherwise, is how you see it. And vice versa. You know, if I pull this chart up and go to supply, you know, you should see the same thing. You should see seller moves from here until proven otherwise. You know, what is that? What does until proven otherwise mean? Until broken and retested away. Whether that's a single candle retest, a midterm, or a full retest does not matter. Same thing for this side. Until proven otherwise. Like I said, guys, demand here. You should have buyer risk reward here. Even with that dip below, I mean, it really wasn't broken anything. So just keep that in mind. Buyers are still in control. Looks like Netflix said, screw that potential lead test. We're going for more strength. They held the 80%. Beautiful, beautiful move by Netflix. Continuing that strength as they broke the previous day highs, holding the previous day highs, and now making new highs over this. This is exactly what a supply and validated and turned into demand it looks like. So if you guys want to save this picture here, this is what this looks like. I mean, that's supply turning into demand right there. Again, we see the high of day from previous day. Might as well mark it, right? What was the last reversal point, though? From right here. So there's that open of that green candle. So this is essentially the area they need to hold. Perfect hold of that area. Good exit right out of it. I hope you guys are enjoying some of the breakdowns. I feel like a lot of this stuff isn't really talked about across YouTube for the most part. They'll just kind of show you a bunch of colored areas, but how to actually trade supply and demand, though, you know, looking for buying pressure here until proven otherwise, vice versa over here in the supply, looking for sellers until proven otherwise. You know, and what do we have here? If you go from high of day down to low of day, what did we just hit, everybody? The golden pocket of the day. So we'll see, does this hold, does this break? But so far, a very significant area is being touched. I'm just going to keep it in mind. I'm not going to keep it all drawn. It's right above a level we have very clearly right here. Thank you guys for all the likes on the stream. Thank you guys for sharing the stream around. Definitely helps out the channel a ton. Members, be sure to check out some of the recent content across the channel. I'll show you real quick where you can go to that. You go to the channel as it loads, click on membership. Go on down to this, and you have all kinds of information. This recent one's a PDF, so you have all that. But a bunch of free videos. Well, not free, I guess, but some of you got them for free, some of you not. But tons of videos in here. I think we're approaching, I'm going to look right now, but I think we're approaching like 70 videos. I'd have to look. I think last week I said 69, and then I think I posted a couple more. So let me see what's going on with that. No, not views. Visibility. There we go. Yeah, 69 videos. I was off by one. So, okay, maybe I said that after. But yeah, one video away from 70, and we just started doing all of that this year, while still maintaining a decent upload schedule across the public channel as well as live streams. So trying my best to keep it all active, but I really do hope you guys are enjoying those membership videos. So be sure to drop a like on the stream. Hopefully other people see it, sign up for it. It is only $5 a month. But I hope you guys enjoy a lot of those breakdowns. There's a how to see your stop loss video, fibs, there's all kinds of stuff really. And again, all of it covers things we actually use to take our trades, not just random stuff covering, topics just to get views. I don't care about views. I care about good content. Also care about my traders making good trades. So far so good though. Took it, got stopped out, and then it did exactly what I wanted. Be sure to review, man. Is that the replay? Is that what I think it is? Yo, you're amazing. Be seen as short term. Again, I know it's. Thank you, Leland. You are amazing. I will go put it in stream clips right now, which again, guys, I guess is a perfect time to show you. But in our chat, we have a, educational section, sorry. We have all kinds of channels in here. Some of them are super old, some of them are a little more recent, but all of them cover various topics, again, on things we actually use. Stream clips here, though, adding that to that. Thank you, Leland, supply and demand. But we have all kinds of stream clips. A lot of these are just 60 seconds, sometimes a little bit less than that. Maintaining discipline in and out of trading, order books, recap of this week, next week's possibilities, bearish kicker, talking 25 minutes after market opens, just a little strategy with bearish kickers. Thursday end of day analysis, amazing trade with the lower high retest by Leland, all kinds of trades, all kinds of topics, contracts, momentum, 80% entry, finding an 80% entry, importance of reviewing your trades, building consistency. I mean, you think of it, it's here. Staircase method part 1, 2, and 3, which I should probably download this and put this all in a video. The staircase part at least. But I hope you guys enjoyed that though. A lot of really good breakdowns in there. Good job, Mel. Out for 80% on that previous trade he took earlier. I didn't see your percentage earlier, so I was seeing it now. Kick ass, man. Ooh, good job, Chuck and Taylor, for posting charts in that post charts channel. That's what I like to see. See, it can be used for pre-market plans. It can be used for bigger time frame. It doesn't matter, guys. Again, feel free to post whatever you want here, but keep it short and sweet. Keep it clean. But I love the post so far. Saw Apple push to its control point from previous day close to today's open. It tried pushing above, but rejected, giving us an outside bar and failing to hold above previous highs. Ah, nice. I could see he did a lot of his TA on a bigger time frame, then he zoomed on down to the 1 and sniped it. Beautiful job, people. That was a very clean trade. Very good rep taken. How's everyone in the stream so far? AMD coming back to life a little bit. Apple is going back down to support. Microsoft, high of day still. Nvidia coming back to life. Amazon trying to hold a higher low support. Tesla possibly holding another resistance turn support from that recent high of day that they popped. Google just kind of ranging. Meta just kind of ranging. Netflix slowing down now, but they've definitely been on a great tear streak today. Burke B, JPM, Bank of America all pulling back. Exxon pulling back. Chevron pulling back. UNH, good day today. They're up over 1%. Healthcare's all over the place. But BA just broke previous day low. BABA's kind of consolidating now inside of its pre-market range. NEO's sideways as well. A lot of those Chinese stocks are kind of all over the place right now. IWM getting a good rejection and push away from good levels as well. I don't know who said dip and rip earlier, but that did not work out. Good pullback in SPY still here. Again, sellers still in control in terms of short-term movement here. They rejected a good fib. Again, we covered it in here. If you go from low of, or high of day, sorry, to low of day, they went up, rejected the golden pocket, which is just slightly above 450.25. You can see they've now rejected away from that, pulled away, made it back to the low of day. So they've perfectly completed a lead test on the 5 minute. If you go from high of day to low of day. But again, outside of that, all we've really done is stay within range. We've stayed above the demand of previous day, or not really a previous day. It's from a few days back before that. But again, holding good short-term demand, but still stuck under a good short-term resistance, previous day close. So, I mean, all we've really done is range trade. Guys, stop calling it chop. This is not chop. When you say chop, you sound like you're crying. Oh, my bad, Crater. Yeah, I can. Let's see. Oh, on trade floor. Did I just buy this too early to get stopped out of it? Were you in puts? I was gonna say, alright, if you're in puts on that, I was gonna say, I feel like you entered too early and that messed with your head a little bit. And then when it did make that wide, because that was a scary move up. I could see why anybody would have cut that. But you got to remember, you were in early, so you got to kind of leave yourself a loose stop for that kind of move, as well as the candle close. You know, if you're on the 5 minute, let that shit close, because the 5 minute never should have stopped you out. But because you entered so quickly, an aggressive entry, you also have to realize you probably in your head were having an aggressive stop loss. That's totally normal. That's logical. If I have an aggressive entry, I'm always going to have a super aggressive, super tight stop loss. So that makes sense. But that, I would say that's probably why you ended up cutting that. Based on what I see, at least. He said yes, Lita. Okay. So you're okay. So you were aiming for the right side of the trade. You just kept stop at 450.25. Yeah, and I don't think that's crazy either. I just think it's a good loss, really. But I think because of you being in so early, it also kind of gave you that disadvantage at the other end of it. You know, you have the advantage of, oh, I'm in early, but you also have the disadvantage of, well, if a wide move happens, they might try to stop you out before making the move. But think about it like that too, though. What if they held that move and you decided, hey, I'm gonna hold it, and then they printed even more? Well, then you're taking a really fat loss. So I don't know. It's kind of 50-50 on that. It was aggressive to get in so quickly, but at the same time, I like your entry. I mean, you had very good reasoning. I feel like you just need to have more confidence in that entry and wait for that 5-minute candle close. If you're on the 1 minute though, I'm not gonna tell you to do that. You stuck to what you planned, so can't beat you up for that. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, well, you should have known not to do that. It's chopping. Like, what? The fuck's that even mean? These levels make too much sense for it to be chop. Exactly. Thank you. I mean, the only people who are going to call this chop in my chat are people who aren't using my levels, who aren't using our levels. It's not my levels. It's our levels. The TI routine, the BB system. These are levels anybody could draw. A child could draw these levels. Children do draw these levels. There are plenty of members in my chat who have children who literally draw these levels. So don't sit there and tell me they're hard to draw. And don't sit there and tell me they're hard to read, because it's not like you have a billion lines in front of you. Yeah, when you look at it with a vague look, with any experience or any in-depth looking, yeah, it's gonna be like you're looking at some craziness. So make sure to get some mental reps. Make sure to go through this stuff, draw the levels, highlight them, go over them. What type of entries happen at these type of levels? No, it's not or chop. Stop calling it chop. Do not top chop again, or I will delete the message. Like David said, these levels make too much sense for it to be called chop. Anybody who types chop, basically you're just seeing someone cry. It's okay to say something is ranging. It's okay to say that something is being bought at support, sold at resistance. That's totally fine. But do not sit here and say chop. You just sound like you're crying. I sent you a... I can't even speak. I can't speak English. I sent you a choppy tweet, Chief. Let's see this choppy tweet. Where's this tweet at? You bought within the first minute of that 5-minute candle? Okay, so you definitely... So you had that pump happen, then you were like, alright, I'm out. And then it came back down, you're like, well, what the hell? Yeah, that kind of ties back to what I said. I think you even half said what I just said, too, in your message when you were asking. You replied to my morning post. That's weird. I don't see it. Yeah, here's my morning post. I don't see it, though. I have no idea. Is this what Shadow Band is like? Is it because I followed a bunch of FinTwit geniuses? Yeah, I don't know why I can't see your tweet, bro. That's a little weird. Yes, that's my problem too, cutting too early without waiting for the close of that candle on the 5-minute. Definitely helps out Spicy. Have you turned on the 9 EMA? I know some of the people who sometimes have a... I'm not going to say rough start, but that is kind of what I'm saying. A rough start, I guess, on being able to not just get into trades, but hold them or have a reason to hold them with confidence. Again, because anybody can say, oh, stop out at this level. But then actually doing it is another thing. It's a whole nother war. happening right there. So not going to beat you up for that, but maybe turn that on, see if that helps you out a little bit. If not, then whatever, turn it back off, go back to what you're doing. But overall, though, take as many mental reps as you can. I'm serious about this. A lot of my best traders do exactly as I'm about to tell you. They take mental reps. This is, again, using the levels, knowing that, oh, this is supply. I should be looking for rejections here until it's broken over. So if this is broken over, what are the types of entries I want to look for? Here's my 40%. Here's my 80%. That's it, right? Now, if I get any kind of, let's say, consolidation here, they push up into it, reject it, and they come back down, break that structure. Well, now I know I'm not just breaking structure, it's after supply. So an aggressive seller move could happen from here and move down from here. Vice versa. We hold demand, we hold a higher, let's say they hold it here, and they send it up. Why is that good? It's not just because they broke over today's open or over 451.25. Now it's even better because they came from demand. They came from holding an area of support. So you can look for your buy the dip reversals. Up here, you're looking for your lead test reversals. You know, it's just really looking for breakouts and retests. That's it. Knowing how to draw your fibs also. You know, this is kind of step 2, step 3 of everything. You know, oh, okay, we fell from here, made it to here. Okay, let me draw my fib from here to here. And then to see if a pullback happens, do they reject the golden pocket control point and pull away from it, or do they push above it and validate it, and then I can start to look for possible higher lows to try and take me back to either that high or whatever, you know, significant levels around that area. I'm just giving you a brief explanation, and it does look like buyers are still holding. Now, can we get a move out of this area? We know buyers are still holding, but can they do anything with it? That's the question we are yet to have seen hold. But hopefully that breakout or that breakdown helps some of you guys out. Leland going into chat as well. So he was saying maybe, you know, kind of just posting this here, just giving a brief explanation on what he's seeing on the chart, because he sees that we're holding a good low. He sees that we're holding a potential higher low, and he's just saying, is a base build happening here? That's all he's going over. Sent his beautiful little picture here, talking about the higher low. And then here again, giving another brief breakdown after the move has finally started moving again, getting a higher low here, seeing a hold of that higher low, and then building off of it. Very, very big breakdown by Leland there. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, it moved. Was just going to say, yep. As covered in stream. Good job, team. Bam, it rhymed. Good job, everybody. Be sure to drop a thumbs up on today's stream. Give me a thumbs up or reaction or something to show me that you guys were here when you understood the breakdown. A lot of us were here when we were covering potential buy the dips happening from here. Good risk reward here until proven otherwise. Oh, thank you, Sandollar. Oh, that wasn't my morning post. My bad. Okay, that was the PDF post. Okay. You had me confused. I was looking at the tweet and I'm like, why can't I see your reply? Okay. Oh, I see what you're doing here. See, Sandollar, you need to be my marketing team, my whole marketing team in one person. But he said, where am I at? I posted my PDF. I gave it out to everybody. He told me, he basically taught me. Somebody who's older than me on Twitter taught me how to use Twitter. So shout out to Sandollar. Very, very cool guy. But he said, all good indeed, blah, blah, blah. Go down to this. And he was just basically sharing what I had covered all in one screenshot. But we were just looking to see, can we get a move outside of that range? You can see I posted it over a day ago. Wasn't something I just made up this morning to try to accommodate my needs or to look cool on social media. No, these were plans covered well beforehand. Thank you, Sandollar, for posting that. And thank you guys for the reactions. I'm really happy to see a lot of you guys learning. I want to see if a lot more of you guys progress. I want to see a lot more of you guys posting in the Discord updates, or even in here in the streams, posting good updates that make sense, again, from good areas. I want to see everybody on the same page. I want to see everybody working hard day in, day out. I didn't see too many posts over the weekend. I want to see a change on that. I want to see you guys posting in the Post Charts channel when needed. Again, you don't need to just go in there to make it look like you're practicing. No, do it when you have time. If you get off work and you have 20 minutes, take those 20 minutes to go find a couple posts, put them in there, keep yourself on it, and then a week later on, you can go back to those, review it, and go, oh, okay, this is what I can do for next time, or, oh, okay, this is what happened, this is what I can update from here on. It's just good to get the before, the during, and the after. Sylvia, are you actually messing with me? Damn. She said, is it just me or is everyone else getting kicked out? I think it's because you might not have YouTube Premium, and if you do, then I have no idea, because I have ads turned off. I even showed stream this morning, and everybody was saying, yeah, no ads. So it might just be you. I don't know what kind of YouTube account you have. No, I'm not messing. Okay. She's not messing with me. That was the reason I said that, because we had literally just gone over it, and we were looking at ads to see if anybody gotten one, and nobody had gotten one. Maybe you don't have like a full account on YouTube or something. I'm not quite sure. I'm not talking about to my channel specifically. I mean actually to YouTube. Huh, that's weird though. I know for a fact when I'm not signed into my YouTube Premium account, I will get 1,000,000,000% more ads. But if I'm in my YouTube Premium account, I won't get any. And if I do, there's always like a skip ad button. But you're definitely not getting ads from my channel, though. I'm just letting you know that now. Because last week, I got kind of annoyed that everybody was getting ads left and right. And it was like, what the hell? And I noticed my channel had turned them on. Like, it's like a default setting to have it on. So I turned it off, because I don't want you guys having ads. You guys want to get the YouTube membership, you can, whatever. I'm not looking to make 5 cents off of my views, on my streams, just to squeeze out a couple ads here and there. I'm not looking to do all that junk. But seriously though, guys, I am glad to see a lot of you guys paying attention. You can kind of tell in chat whenever you bump into someone and they're like, I've been around for years, and then you're like, you're like talking to them for a little bit longer, and they can't even tell you what some of the entry types are, or what some of the levels are. So I don't know, it's just depressing seeing that stuff, I won't lie. It really is disheartening, because I really do apply my everything to this. When I see guys struggling in chat, I go message them. I try to give them a little bit of positive reinforcement, like, hey, keep your head up. Maybe we can go over this. Maybe we can do that. Sometimes I make them a video. Sometimes I just kind of message them a little bit. Sometimes it's something, and it's an open thing in chat. It's just out in front of everyone. It's different with everybody. But it's very depressing when you go in there and you see somebody who's been around for a long time, or at least for a little bit, and they're still not using the levels, or they're still not using this or that, but you can see they're still struggling, and it's like, it's whatever, do whatever you want to do. We're not trying to be communists and force everyone on one system, but I just don't see the point of being here and being so active if you're not going to also point out the same things or go over the same levels. It's okay to have a difference of opinions. That's a whole different subject. But I just don't see the point in going in chat and posting all these different things and then being confused when everyone else is on the other page. It's like, dude, it's because we're charting this way and you're charting that way. So it's really just reps. It has nothing to do with the system. Like, the system itself without me is going to always be effective. It doesn't need me. The levels are always going to work. The levels are very effective, very helpful. The supply and demand areas I taught you guys, very helpful rules to follow. Again, just based off those previous day high and lows, sometimes on the bigger time frames, whatever your use is. But again, all these consistent strategies with consistent rules, nothing ever changes. I don't sit here and try to accommodate my strategy to look better or to do better. It just does good on its own. It doesn't need me or any rules to be set or any kind of variables or anything like that. The system comes as it is. So I hope a lot of you guys take advantage of the strategy, of the levels, of the price history, of all that stuff. Seriously. And I promise you will get a good, better, a better in touch feel with what price can possibly do. You won't be sitting here saying I'm bullish or bearish. You'll be sitting here saying, well, I'm bullish with this as long as it does this. You'll always remind yourself there's a conditional format there, that there's a setting there. It's like, oh, okay, I'm bullish as long as it's doing this. I'm bearish as long as it's doing this. There's always well, a trigger, and then there's and this keeps me in or this keeps me out. You know, there's always if this then that. So I hope a lot of you guys take advantage of that information. Seriously, this is still by far one of the greatest strategies I've ever stumbled upon. You know, year in and year out, as a person who's been running a Discord group for multiple years now, almost 5 years now, I've seen strategies come and go. I could name 20 plus strategies that have trended over the last 5 years, and not one of them have held up to today. You know, almost all of them have fallen off to some extent. Everyone stops using it, or the people who do end up sticking with it end up not really doing anything with it. It's just not really that helpful, or it's just kind of like a short-term success thing, or because it's visually pleasing. You know, it's easy to look at. But these levels held up over the past 5 years, and I haven't needed them to trend. I haven't needed people to blow it up on Twitter. You know, it's just price history, because it's not really my strategy. It's just the chart. We're using what the chart has given us to trade what the chart can possibly do next. Price history is the greatest indicator, I guess you could say, greatest piece of information the chart will ever give you. Is it going to do the exact same thing from the exact same area? No. But it will definitely do something from that exact same area. So at least you can realize, oh, okay, price history isn't a very effective advantage, really. It's giving you some helpful information. Effective information. You're not just breaking a level of support, you're breaking a very heavy level of support. Or when you're breaking a resistance on our chart, you're breaking a very strong level of resistance. You're not just breaking a random level. I think a lot of people get used to seeing that too. They don't appreciate the system as much as it should be, because they're so used to so many of these strategies where people do use a lot of levels and stuff, and in the same way we do. They just might not be using the same levels. You just got to remember, if you're using the TA routine or the BB system, you're using most possibly the best levels on that chart. Again, you really can't beat price history. It's something that's set. It's never going away. So guess what the computers do, the programs do that run all these brokerages and run all these big trading accounts? They take the price history into account. So shouldn't you also take price history into account and use it towards your strategy no matter what it is? Yes. Price history is one of the strongest, most long-lasting pieces of information the stock market has ever seen. But no, go ahead. Go turn on TTM Squeeze. Go turn on Ichimoku Cloud. Go turn on signals from some dude's Discord. You know, go do all that stuff. Go do what's easy. Not what lasts. Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway hit another 52-week high again earlier today. Wow. They are up almost 31% on the year. MasterCard just said it's not raising interchange rates in the US this fall and has no plans to do so. Alright, good updates on that. Let's see here on the SPY's getting more of a pump now. See you later, peoples. Hopefully somebody listened to what I had just got done saying. Let's see, financial juice. I'll pull it up for you guys. Yeah, the only piece of news we had today was factory orders month over month, which came in at a positive print. Nothing else today for that. Tomorrow you'll have the trade balance. Looks like you got a couple Fed speakers, an ex-Fed speaker. Looks like you get the final PMI print, services print. Next day we got Java's claims, a couple a lot of Fed speakers. So Wednesday, that's Thursday. Damn, the week's weird. And then Friday, not really a whole lot of news, just a couple small things here and there. Nothing big. But big news tomorrow and the day after. So keep that in mind, that volatility will probably spike a little bit. Indecisiveness will probably be all around. Buyers are still stepping in, guys. So it looks like a lot of our TA earlier did end up working out. We talked about the potential hold of 448.78 to 449.53. They not only held one low there, they held two lows there. And now we're getting a push back towards today's open / today's highs. So good job, everybody who was in on the TA. Give me a thumbs up or some sort of emoji to show me you were here for any of the breakdowns on any of the TA here for SPY, or any of these individual equities. Today we had a lot of really good updates, and a lot of you guys enjoyed those. Personally, I only actually went over AMD to the downside, but a lot of you guys helped with a lot of good trade ideas. We talked about Netflix, we talked about Meta, Google, Tesla, Amazon, Nvidia, Microsoft, Apple, and of course SPY. We're always going to cover SPY. But we talked about the possibility of getting this buyer move popping up, and here it is. But again, guys, this is why you don't call it chop. What was needed for this to happen? This move here, consolidation. They had that. You got to remember, they just went from making everyone feel super bearish, to short-term bullish to short-term bearish to short-term bullish again. They just changed sentiment like 5 times, all within an hour and a half of the market being open. That's crazy. Building of a base is what they needed. Exactly, Green. He got it on the dot. So this is why I urge you guys to not type chop, to not sit there and cry and bitch and moan. Typing chop isn't going to get you anywhere. Are you always going to get this move? No. What else could have happened, everybody? We could have rejected, kept us in range. We could have rejected, brought us back to a new low of day, and then it'd be good bearish consolidation. This would give them good move for more movement to the downside, instead of breaking a new high and trying to hold over, which they still haven't done, by the way. They're just barely doing it now. I'm just going over the different scenarios. Adapt or die, exactly. You should still be bullish. Why would you not still be bullish? You should still be bullish until you see anything else prove you otherwise. You're holding demand. You have a good base build here. Basically, targets are at today's open, today's high, previous day close. If you can get a good move over previous day close, this can probably cause for more buyers to show up. But great job, King Carnage, identifying quick targets. Again, yeah, we have a good base build. Yeah, we have a good launch. What's above that, though? You know, today's open, today's high, previous day close, bigger time frame level, previous day supply. What happens if we break down? You know, what's under us? It's good to know these things. Good to zoom down, zoom up, see what's there. Be sure to drop a like on today's stream, guys. It does help out the channel a ton. Good job, Nafta. Good update by Daffy. How was the stream so far today, guys? Yeah, still bullish, but locking in profits as we approach. No, you're good, Carnage. I wasn't meaning like for your trade. Don't be like that. I was just meaning like for short-term outlook. You know, you should still be bullish. But for your trade, that's not what I meant. I was just meaning for your outlook. Good job on your trade though, taking good profits. Apple at previous day close. And sorry for not making that distinction. I didn't want to make it come off like I'm like telling you to keep holding, dummy. Like make it to the farther target. What are you doing? Like, no, I'm not trying to be like that. Apple at previous day close and previous day open. Great call out by Green. Stream is great like always. Just happy to be here. Thank you guys. Love you guys. You guys make it really easy to be here. You guys make it easy to want to stream more. Which is good. It'd be very hard to want to be here if people didn't want me to be here. But thank you guys. Love the outlook we had today. A lot of really good positive energy. A lot of people posting good updates, good levels, really just good mentions. A lot of people showed up in today's stream. Really good info. Maybe tomorrow I can fit some of my private group people in here. Maybe I can bring Peoples or Dondu or Jack or somebody in here. Get some dialogue in here. But pretty good stream to start the short week off. We did have a long weekend, of course, with Monday being off. So you'll be closing again Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Then you have a normal weekend, and then we should be returning to normal. Oh, wait. Is there any... Let me look. I'm not even going to ask. I was going to say, are there any days off for 9/11? But I'm just going to look. I don't think there is, though. Bro, where's the calendar at? Holiday schedule. Here we go. Spy New Hive Day. Great call up by Sandollar. Alright, so there's Labor Day 2023. I could tell y'all what days we have off for all of this year, next year, and 2025. This is a pretty cool list. So yeah, that was our last day off until Thanksgiving. You'll have Thursday, November 23rd off. You'll have Thanksgiving Day off with an early close. That's weird. So we'll have Thursday off and then a half day Friday. You might as well just not trade that Friday. Christmas Day, you'll have an early close, even though there's no market that day anyway. And then Christmas Day. Oh, wait. Why did it type that twice? Christmas Day, early close, Christmas Day, Monday 25th. You know, shit. Huh, okay. We'll have to see that one. But yeah, Monday again. So we pretty much just have Thanksgiving and Christmas left. So you guys don't have to worry about a whole lot. But yeah, check out this calendar for the holidays. Sorry. Holidays and early closes. But it has it for all of this year, all of next year, and 2025. Get your screenshots. But yeah, good move by the overall market. Let's go see, guys, which weights are moving us. I can see a few of you guys are already calling out which ones are, but Apple, your biggest weight, Microsoft, your second biggest weight, both getting a big move. Microsoft, of course, getting the bigger, massive green pump there. Big Hulk candle popping up. Amazon retaking previous day lows. You can see Tesla still just kind of grinding up. Google producing new pushes as well. Meta as well, and Netflix still just kind of around their high of day. They look like Tesla, just kind of up at high of day. They've already done their damage. They're waiting on all these slow pokes to catch up. Guys, let's get some hype up here for David. Look what he just typed. Where did that just go? I went to my monitor that's off. That's so awkward. I was going to say, check out what David just said, but he said 50% call, 50% call scalp on SPY. My entry was based on the bounce at the 50% golden pocket area at 449.98 and 455.05. See, great example of someone using levels and fibs the right way, all on their own. I didn't sit here and hold his hand. He did all of that. Good job, David. Glad to see somebody leading by example. That's what I want to see more of. Like I said, it's a little depressing when people who have been in chat for a long time still aren't going through the methods, still aren't going through the motions. But then you have people like David who have only been here for a little bit. I mean, it feels like you've been here for a very long time to me, but in reality, you haven't been. And he's already putting things to use, already going through the motions over and over and over again until he not just becomes confident in what he's doing, but has almost muscle memory with what he's doing. You know, just instantly knowing what's next. And guys, you guys know that Leland was up on a couple different trades, right? Check this out. He took another trade. So I said maybe. Oh, Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Then he talked about it hitting. And you go down to now, well, not now, but 2 minutes ago, where he's up a lot more. Still holding his runners, again, not his original position on that whole move. Good job, guys. I think I am going to end stream here. Let's talk about what's next. So basically today we talked about the potential just hold of range, and right now you're getting a base build move with the potential chance of seeing more highs continue over 451.25. If so, look towards 452s at 453s, basically looking for every dollar out from that move. But a really, really good pullback, hold of consolidation, and move higher now on the overall SPY. So very, very good move. We had a couple sectors dip lower. We had a couple kind of continue higher, like energy staples. A couple of those have cooled off now. A couple of them have maintained their strength. But you can see tech and comms have both picked it back up. So very, very good job. And a lot of your weaker sectors have basically just held support without continuing through supports at a heavy rate that's going to hurt SPY or any of these advancing sectors. So very, very good breakdown today on the overall sectors, on the overall individual equities, and SPY. I hope you guys enjoyed today's breakdown. Make sure to check out the end of the day. I will have a new link ready to go with a new picture, everything ready to go for SPY. SPX traders, I'll try to get a new one going for you guys too. On the bigger time frame though, you guys can see we're really just seeing, can we hold support of this slowdown. It's not even really a pullback. I'm not even going to really call it that. But this slowdown after this very bullish push. We talked about a potential short-term bottom. We got it last week. Now we're talking about a potential hold of a short-term slowdown. If they can hold this yellow area, basically between 448 up to 451.50, this is looking really good short-term for buyers. If they break this down, we'll look for a better bearish retest if they don't just keep flushing it back down to where we did pick it back up from, which again would still be bullish. If they pulled it back down and held this area here, this would still be bullish. So keep that in mind. But again, I hope you guys enjoy my updates. I've been posting weekly updates, daily updates. I hope some of you guys find them helpful. Please share the group around. I don't do any marketing. Please share anything around you see that's helpful. If you guys have any questions, or you don't know where a certain video is, or you don't know where a certain topic is talked about, feel free to hit me up in the chat. Tag me, tag one of my mods, tag anybody. Everybody's pretty much helpful. But I will see you guys later on. Thank you guys again for the amazing stream today. We will have another one tomorrow. Hopefully I can bring some other speakers in here like Peoples or Dondu or Jack or somebody else from my private group. But I will see you guys later on. Thank you again. Love you all.